sometimes you don't see. But, we love these kids, and those seniors, they work so hard, and they've been through so much. And to come here and be appreciated and honored, like the Sun Bowl volunteers and the people here who do it, was I couldn't have asked for a better situation or circumstance. So I want to thank you guys, Bernie and the whole crew, for what how they finished with this group. It meant a lot to me. Taylor Kelly, just really proud of him, and he was Taylor Kelly today, and couldn't be more proud of him. Just proud of our football team, the character. I wanted to mention him, Marcus Harbison. I remember flying in and meeting with Marcus, some little old apartment in Kansas, somewhere it was really, really flat, and it was very cold. And we talked to him about what we'd do for him, and to have him hug my neck and him have tears in his eyes and say, "Coach, everything you told me to do, you did," and I'm so grateful. So really proud of him finishing today as the defensive MVP. Bright future ahead. Guys in that locker room talking about, hey man, this starts the winning streak for what we're going to try to accomplish. So I believe these seniors laid the foundation for the championships that will come. It was a great game. Couldn't end it any better. Back-to-back double-digit wins. 28th win for our program. And I think we've laid a great foundation. Questions?
It's been a while since you've had a long kickoff return that kind of changed the game. Just what were you thinking when you saw Caleb break down the side?
It's interesting. Caleb will tell you this when he comes up here, okay? I'm obviously, I'm a teacher, so I'm constantly trying to teach guys. And obviously when they're young, one of the hardest things they have to do is to know you got to have this intensity. This game is a very physical game. It's a demanding game. You got to have intensity about yourself. So he was kind of had a freshman look on his face, and I motivated him. and I told him, I said, you should play like that every play, because he was probably pretty mad at me before he went on the field. But just really proud of him, and that was a big play. I tell you what was great is I came over to the bench and told our guys, man, because I made a couple of really bad calls, and you could say that, but they made a couple of good calls, and you don't get them all right, but those guys said, Coach, don't worry about that. We're not losing this game, period. And I love this team. I loved it. There was no doubt in my mind how they were going to respond. And but Kalen, that was big to be able. And guys, we were struggling. They'd pin us inside the 20 twice. And so that was obviously a huge play and a play of the game, and the start of many, many great plays for Caleb Laws this Sunday.
Talk about the other big play of the game, the interception.
It was fitting. I can't tell you how tired I was at the very beginning of the year about how many defensive starters were graduating and all that, which is, you got to ask those questions. I understand that. But, one thing you shouldn't do is probably be totally honest about things. I can remember, I'm about looking out there, there's 4 freshmen there playing, some of them starting most of the time. I can remember the exact play when Taylor Kelly got hurt against Colorado. As I'm telling you, you just don't have a worse feeling than that. And the reason why I had that feeling, I knew how far we had to come. And for this team to come where we were, graduating the people we graduated, and to come back and really be the backbone down the stretch for our football team, it was very fitting that we would win on an interception. And just a phenomenal play by Quishy Brown. The effort. We played, how many plays was 70-something on defense? Ami played every snap.
77.
Tayshawn Smallwood played every snap. We did not sub. And we did that because we just had some concerns about, they were very complex in their audibling system and stuff like that. So we were trying to avoid mistakes, but really proud of our defense, proud of how if you wrote a script, it would finish just like that. That was a heck of a game. That was about as, I don't know how many momentum swings were in there, but it was a little up and roller coaster for me.
Coach, can you put into maybe some perspective what Taylor Kelly has meant to this program. And what'd you tell him after his game?
What I told him after the game is I called them all in there, and what I want our fans to know, you know what, hey man, part of this thing is, ultimately I'm responsible. I've got to make decisions, but one of the things I think that great programs have, man, they've got trust. And I'm going to tell you, Taylor Kelly is the finest person. Coach Cassidy's sitting there. He's been doing it a lot longer than I have. Young man's the finest person I've ever coached. He does not one person in our locker room is excluded by him. No matter how different or who they are, I've never seen a person that just had the heart that this guy has. And he was hurt physically. And a lot of people think, well, Coach, just being loyal. No. We put the quarterback on the field that's the best player to help us win a championship, and Taylor Kelly was it. And no doubt, being a quarterback and being a leader, one of the things I learned a long time ago is you change head coaches all the time, it's not real good. You change coordinators all the time, not real good. You change quarterbacks all the time, you're just not going to win. And when you've earned it and you've done that, on the same hand, we're blessed. I said that earlier. We got two great quarterbacks. After the game, I told Taylor Kelly, best decision I ever made. Obviously, was making you the starting quarterback and believing in you. And everybody in that room agreed. There's not a person on our team that has any regrets about Taylor Kelly playing any snaps this season. And then I looked at Mike Burke-Biggs and said, "This is your football team," and he's earned it as well. So Taylor's just—that's all I can say about him is that he's just he has this. He's a giver in every way that you can possibly be, and our players respect him so much because of the way he works and how he does things. And he's the real deal. He's genuine, and it was great to see him really healthy, using his legs, extending plays, making plays, and I've told all the seniors and in particularly him that I'm proud that I'll be his coach the rest of his life. And also told him to go play football as long as you can, and then hurry up and get back here because Coach Norvell might get a head coaching job. I need to start grooming my next coordinator because that's what he'll do. I'm not kidding.
Coach, the way your team finished out the season, how just proud of you and them, and what does this do for the program moving? You talk about championships all the time. What does this do?
Yeah, our program's about winning championships, and every guy in that room will tell you that we fell short of that. But we've accomplished an awful lot. You look at what we've been able to do in the last few years. We've laid a great foundation. We've competed for the Pac-12 South Championship every year, and that's what we said we were going to do. We also said we were going to win it. So we've got to take that next step. And I think these seniors have laid the foundation. We're doing it the right way. We're doing it the right way. We're building it the right way. Everything about it, you can feel it. You can feel the energy. You can feel the excitement. You can look at recruiting and see, because sometimes you get kind of spoiled. You don't realize, I try to say, guys, hold on. Remember what it was like when we first came here? And we're in different doors and different, we're competing at a different level because of these players. I've had 3 senior groups that have been incredible. This one by far the best in 28 years I've ever coached. So we got a great foundation. The championships will come, and I love that standard. Our fans, man, I want them to be upset. I want them, man, anything less than being a Pac-12 champion is disappointing. But for these guys to come here and finish Sun Bowl champions and put that on the wall with the other 2 championships that we have. Sun Bowl championships, it means a lot because these guys finish as champions, and that's a big deal too. And this was a big deal to our guys. We worked hard. We 3 days off. 3 days off. Now one of our kids went home 1 day for Christmas. This was serious business, and we were serious about coming here and winning this bowl game, winning the championship. We were blessed to be here to get the opportunity.
Can you talk about Demario Richards' performance?
Demario's a guy that, he is. He can be as good as he wants to be. I told him about being humble and staying humble, staying hungry. But he is he's a force, and he's got a great skill set and only beginning to learn. He's going to be a great one, and I love his toughness. I love it changes things when he's in there, and he's going to be a great player.
What was Cam Smith's deal?
He had an injury with his knee that we fully expected him to play. He practiced and he just wouldn't able to go. He went out pregame, couldn't go.
Coach, you mentioned it was a roller coaster there for you late in the game. For the 48,000 people that were here, they got to see an amazing game and one of, if not the best, Sun Bowls we've ever seen here.
I told him that the other day. I said, and like I said, I really mean this. It was so fitting that we played Duke. A coach that's class, character, discipline, tough, and because I'm telling you, they were a challenge schematically and what they did. I mean, fake punt was an unbelievable call. It's 4th and 10. I mean, that was a heck of a call, and they got us there on that deal. But it was 2 great football teams, man. I'm talking about 2 teams going for back-to-back 10-win seasons, and man, I really appreciate. I've been to this town and played many times, and there's not been very many times I've come here and there's not been a full house, and especially when Coach Price was here. And so I really appreciate the people here in El Paso coming out, and I don't think at Duke or Arizona State disappointed them. It was an exciting, fun game to watch that went all the way down to the last 45 seconds. So that's what Bernie said that we needed to do. So we
It was 20-3 right out of the gate. Talk about your start, and then did you think you had a chance at an early knockout?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I was so frustrated that we were kicking field goals and not scoring. But those guys, and I'm going to tell you, those guys are a well-coached football team because we had some advantages, our offense against their defense. Very distinctive advantages. And they did an awful lot schematically. We got down the red zone on those field goals, and we got 2nd and 10 every time. And it had a lot to do with what they were doing. And they're a very, very well-coached football team, and you got to give them a lot of credit. But I thought when it was, it should have been 21-0. I mean, we moved the ball. They really didn't stop. So I don't think we punted but one time all day.
That didn't go very well.
Yeah, no, that didn't go where. But no, I thought starting off right there. I mean, but that's what great teams do. There's a reason why those guys won 9 football games, and they just kept battling, kind of staying in it. Then we give up the punt for a touchdown, and I'd get at the end of the series and say, okay, tell me what are they hurting us on? I get in at halftime and I'm going, they made 7 first downs. How in the world is it a 3-point game? I mean, I was trying to, figure out what the heck's going on. And their offense was, their plan was 3 yards, 4 yards, 3.5 yards, 4 yards. And at halftime, I was saying, okay, tell me, what are they doing in their secondary? They ain't called a pass. They ain't called a pass on their secondary. It was, they had a very solid plan and stuck with it. And they came close. I mean, they had a couple of shots that were really, really close. And so, it was a heck of a game strategically. So, but I thought we had a chance to, if we could have scored touchdowns there early, and then the punt return I thought really got them back in the game.